Hey folks, we're continuing this maintenance video with the V-Strom 1050, and today we're going to tackle the spark plugs. There's 4 of them, 2 in each cylinder. 2 of the locations are a little difficult to get to, so we're going to tackle this job and see what we run into. Just remember, this ain't really an instructional type how-to video. It's just showing you somebody trying to do their own maintenance. So if you're interested in the ride, hang on. Okay, if you see that there, we got this radiator in front of the front cylinder, and we got to get to the top of the head. So I'm going to be tackling, trying just to move this radiator. I'm not going to try and take it completely off, but we'll see what happens. Hang on. Okay, back on. Still at the radiator. Looks like I'm gonna have to go ahead and disconnect this radiator hose. Okay, back on. Right here, you can see I've already disconnected this main radiator hose right there. Back on here on the other side of it, and there's the lower radiator hose. Okay, back on here, got that bottom radiator hose disconnected, and as you can tell, there was quite a bit more fluid in there that didn't drain out. Okay, we're on the other side of the bike. This is the voltage regulator, and it's got a mounting bracket which is also used to hold the radiator up. So I'm gonna have to remove the actual regulator. I mean, it'll still be connected and it'll just dangle down, but I got to get it out of the way. So we're back on here, and I cleaned my little mess up that I made. We're gonna see if we can get this radiator moved out of the way. Okay, I think we're at the point we're going to get this radiator moved. Let's see what happens. Looks like we got a lot of wiring in there that's hanging it up, but we got it moved off the actual mounts. This is part of your electrical. Unplugged it. It's on the back of the fan there, so. And I'm just going to say this, if you're going to do this type of job, I wouldn't be in no hurry. There are just so many components, everything's so compact that you're going to need to take your time doing this. I went ahead and disconnected the voltage regulator because it's just hanging there in the way. So. Okay, folks. I've gotten that radiator away where I can at least see the spark plug boot there at the top of the cylinder. That'll be this right here where my finger's at. Wearing these gloves so y'all can see a little bit. And as you can tell, I'm doing everything I can to keep from pulling this whole radiator. I zip tied it up to the front fork to move it out enough. I'm going to see if I can get that boot off. And if I can get that boot off, I know I can get my socket wrench in there and more than likely get that plug out. That's where we're at. Okay, folks, back on here. I got that boot completely pulled out of the top of the head, and because this thing goes so far in, I had to take an extension and put on the deep well socket and slide it down in there. But I am making contact with the spark plug, so see if I can get my ratchet on there, and we're gonna see if we can get that plug out. Here we go. Don't have an extra hand to hold the lighting, but I'm on there and I just broke it loose. And this spark plug right here is going to be the one that's the hardest to get to with my made up socket. Ooh, would you look at that? We got her. Okay, folks, right there laying on the workbench, I got a brand new plug laying beside the old plug, so that gives you a good look at. Like I said, that old plug don't look that bad. All right, folks, I'm back on here. There's all 4 of my new plugs, and I'm going to check the gap on them. There's my gauge for gaps. And I'm going to show you what it says in the book. This is my owner's manual, and it tells you, for spark plug check or replacement procedure, consult your Suzuki dealer or qualified mechanic. They didn't even have what the gap size is. I looked it up. Electrodes on them, and you don't want to damage that. Anyway, I'm going to gap these plugs. We're going to get ready to put them in. Hang in there. Okay, folks, we're back on here. I got y'all set up best I can. I'm gonna take my little made up 9/16 deep well socket. Don't put it in backwards. Shove it in the deep well. So I'm gonna try and get this plug in here. Now I'm trying to get this thing threaded. And you have to be careful. You sure don't want to cross thread it. And so I'm just screwing it by hand. The little rubber boot that's in that deep well is holding that socket for me. Okay, you can see I got my socket wrench into the ratchet. And I got it connected up to that extension and that deep well. So we're going to snug it up and we'll be done getting that plug inside. Okay, got it in there, snugged it up. I'm going to pull my extension out along with this deep well socket if I can get it out all at once. Which, if I move this radiator a little bit, I think I can. There it comes. Got it out. Okay. I had to cut my little zip tie that had this radiator pulled away to get enough slack in there so I can get this boot all the way down. But it should snap on there. I got it just about there. I think I felt it click in right there. Looks like it's seated good. Looks like we're done with that one. The rest of them ain't so bad. You can already see I pulled the plug wire off of that other one down here. And that'll be the next one I change out. I ain't gonna show them all, just show you where they're at. But right there, that'll be my next one I change. Got her started, screwing it in. See if we can get it to bottom out. Things go way in there, but this one was a lot easier to get to. It's kind of like on the side. So you got more space. There she goes. She bottomed down on there. Number 2 is done. Got her in there, got the boot on there. There you go. There's the boot off right there. No big deal. I just pulled it and it came right off. There we go. Okay, back on. I got her bottomed out. Just hand tightening it. We'll blow this boot out. There we go. We got it out. We'll get the plug out. Okay, done broke her loose with the ratchet. I don't think I need. I'm gonna give it a couple more turns with the ratchet still on there some turns. I think that's good enough. Let me get this ratchet out of the way. Okay, we're about to pull her out of there. We'll see what this one looks like together also. I think I got her. There she comes. There's the old one. Well, okay, folks, Harley and Vstrom back on. That's us doing 4 plug change on the V-Strom 1050. Most of the work was actually trying to get to the spark plugs, and then after I got them out, really to tell you the truth, they didn't look that bad. But after all that work, I was going to put in new ones. I got another maintenance video coming up on a coolant flush on this thing, and I appreciate y'all for watching. And we'll catch you on the next video.